Jack Skellington is literally the villain of that movie. It's like
He's a horrible person.
he's a horrible. I mean, like first of all, movie makes no sense. None of the movie makes sense. And like I'm saying, and the reason I feel like I'm not supposed because I love the movie. I love the movie. Not only do I love
You love the movie so much that you've decided to overanalyze and completely pick it apart and find the flaws in the storytelling.
And I still love the hell out of it.
And you still love it. That's what happens when you love something so much. You eventually destroy it. Like that's just how it works.
I do. Like follow any of my relationships, and you will see that I'm not good at any of this. I overanalyze things until they are gone. And
if you really think about it, like the true hero of Nightmare Before Christmas is Sally, and it's her level of dedication. Like Jack doesn't even like really fully notice Sally until it's like, yo, I done fucked up like a lot. Like no one likes me. I'm the pariah of 2 holidays. But you're awesome and I love you. So let's get together. Like
it's very true. I would say that the hero of Nightmare Before Christmas is Oogie Boogie. And I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I feel like it's so obvious. Oogie Boogie does nothing wrong in that movie. Now people could say Oogie Boogie tries to eat Santa Claus, or Oogie Boogie captures Santa. No, here's the thing. Jack Skellington chooses, of all of the people in Halloween Town, chooses people, children, mind you, that he knows work for specifically Oogie Boogie. And you know that he knows this because he says to them, and leave that no good Oogie Boogie
out of this.
Okay, why would you say that to them unless that was an issue? Like,
can I just add that the kids like immediately sing how they're gonna bring him to Oogie Boogie?
100%. Within earshot.
That Jack guy said. So what are we gonna do? What do you think Oogie's gonna give us for giving him Santa? Like this is crazy.
Jack knew it. Okay, so what are we saying?
Jack was trying to execute Santa Claus.
Jack was 100% trying to execute Santa Claus because he knew that he would. It's not fair. Like Oogie Boogie is sure he's the gun that Jack pulled the trigger of. Yeah, like that's that. But he's a gun. That's what he does. You can't blame Oogie Boogie. Oogie Boogie does not leave his lair in the entirety of this movie, save for one scene on the moon, and that could be some weird shadow projection. We don't know. Every scene of Oogie Boogie, we see him in his own lair, minding his own business. He's just a bunch of bugs doing his best, singing and just hanging out by himself. His hench people, his own people, bring him a gift. As far as he knows, it is a gift.
The greatest sacrifice that could ever be brought.
And like, here's the thing, these are monsters in Halloween Town. There are literal vampires. What do vampires do? They drink blood, they assist. They live for blood. You know these creatures are bloodthirsty monsters. A lot of them are monsters, right?
And let's be honest though. He says, what are you going to do to me? I'm going to do the best I can. Like he doesn't really specify.
No.
Maybe he does.
So, okay.
But if he was going to play like awesome dress up with Santa? We don't know. Like,
but it's like, okay, but I'm just saying that regardless, from Oogie Boogie's perspective, right? He is a monster that was simply brought a thing to play with. He doesn't know about Santa Claus, like he knows he's like, oh, look at this guy. And he's just playing around with him. He's a monster that does that, and it was dropped into his cage. You wouldn't be like, you don't fault a snake when someone drops a rat into their cage, right? You're not like, oh my gosh, what an evil snake. You're like, oh, it's doing the thing that snakes do.
And can I just add that if Santa was so powerful and magical, like Oogie is just like playing with all these different mechanical contraptions. Like Santa, like literally should be able to magic his way out of that situation.
Yes, is he not a magical engineer? Like, he can do nothing? And not to mention, at no point in this entire movie were any elves or Mrs. Claus concerned about Santa's disappearance. No one, like they don't go looking for him. You don't see elves, like, okay, the story might be different if elves begin to show up saying like, where's our boss? And Oogie was throwing him into the meat thresher or something. Like that's different. No one was looking for Santa Claus. Santa Claus was just like, oh, he's gone. I guess we're a new Santa Claus. Get Tim Allen in here. Like they did not care. They were just like, oh, well.
And we need to double back and correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't it Sally that lets Jack know that Oogie has Santa?
Yeah.
So Sally's like, Jack, the kids took him to Oogie, and Jack's like, oh shit, well, that was the plan, but I
was
guess
like,
I can be the hero now.
I don't know. You know, like, what am I gonna do? And then it's like,
and then he shows up in Oogie's, and Oogie's like, what's going on, Jack? And he's like, I gotta kill you. He's like, but this was the plan.
We worked on this together for years. Oh man. So it's just like, it's crazy. And then Oogie Boogie, by the way, like, I feel like Oogie Boogie could reconstitute at any time. He is a bunch of bugs that fell apart and could come together in a different sack, right? Is he not? Like, I don't understand what Oogie Boogie was. Like,
here's what we need. What we need is a giant pile of bugs
and a hat.
And Frosty's hat.
That's exactly what we need.
And we're bringing Oogie back.
But I can go on forever. I almost made like a full video about that movie. I'll do it 1 year.
I'm Beryl, aren't I? I'm friggin' Beryl. If I'm one of the 3 kids, I'm Beryl.
But I don't know, that movie. I mean, I love that movie. It just
it's great.
It drives me crazy, but I love it. I mean, there's so many little things to pick apart. That's why I keep thinking like I want to make a full video about it, because it's like he literally is just like, what's this? What's this? There's white things everywhere. And then it's like, their children throwing snowballs. How do you know what a snowball is, but you don't know what snow is? This song in itself, no consistency, makes no sense. What are you talking about? What is happening?
He should have called him a ball of what's this? Like, that's a ball of whatever the hell that stuff was.
It's just like the whole thing. It's just like like Jack is the most dudeliest, like Dunning-Kruger dude in the world. He's just like, I don't know what any of this is, but I'm gonna take it over. I know everything there is to know about it, and I'm gonna be the leader. I'm in charge now.
Jack is just he's mansplaining Christmas to the Christmas folk.
He did it. It's so funny. Like it's just I can't. I don't understand. And then of course at the end he's just like, oh, what the hell? I did my best. It's like no one wanted any of that. You ruined everything. You totally screwed up Christmas. He traumatized children, by the way. Like we don't, like, no one, everyone's just like, well, let's not talk about that. Children, there was a tiny severed head in a box for a child on Christmas. Presents attack children and try to eat them. He destroyed lives on that day.
There are kids with some serious PTSD in that universe.
And I will say, it is probably my favorite Christmas movie. It's still just top-notch Christmas Tale.